Imagine that you have a magic lantern on your forehead, a special eye called third eye. Now, think about how incredible it would be if this flashlight helped you see things beyond what normal eyes can see. Sounds interesting, right? But what few people know is that activating this third eye is not that simple, and there are deep secrets that it reveals when awakened. The journey to activate the third eye is like a great adventure. Have you ever wondered what exists beyond what we can see and feel? This third eye is an energy center that we have, and it is in the middle of our forehead. In many cultures such as Hindu and Buddhist, it is very important. They call this special eye the Ajna chakra. Chakras are like wheels of energy that spin inside us and influence how we feel inside, not only physically but also emotionally and spiritually. The Ajna chakra, the third eye, is represented by a blue or purple lotus flower with 2 petals. Have you ever thought about a flower like that shining right on your forehead? It's linked to something really cool: wisdom and the ability to see beyond what's in front of us. This spiritual eye helps us perceive things in a deeper way, and many people try to activate it through meditation, relaxation, and concentration. But why is this third eye so special? Well, in many ancient traditions such as Hinduism and Buddhism, the third eye is considered a window to the spiritual universe. In Hinduism, the god Shiva is portrayed with a third eye that allows him to see everything, even what is not visible to other people. In Buddhism, it is a key to reaching a higher level of consciousness, as if it were a tool to understand life in a different and deeper way. And it is not only in these cultures that the third eye appears. In ancient Egypt, the famous Eye of Horus is another symbol of the third eye, representing protection, wisdom, and healing. And do you know who valued him most? Native American people. For them, the third eye helped shamans connect with the spiritual world and better understand how to care for their communities. For those who practice yoga or meditation, the third eye is an important part of balancing mind and spirit. They believe that by focusing their energies in this area, they are able to connect more deeply with themselves and the world around them. Now, let's talk about something that few people mention. Activating the third eye is not just about gaining wisdom. It's a journey that can also be challenging. Think of opening your third eye as sailing through a great unknown sea full of mysteries. Although the idea of seeing beyond what ordinary eyes see is very tempting, one must also be prepared to face the profound truths that come with this awakening. Some are attracted to the idea of opening their third eye because they think they will gain magical powers or super intuition. But this search is much more than that. It's not just about seeing the future or unraveling mysteries. It's about understanding who we really are and our connection to the universe. Have you ever heard about the balance we need to have when we seek to open the third eye? In many spiritual traditions such as Taoism, it is not just about awakening that special vision, but about finding harmony in all that we are: body, mind, and spirit. In Taoism, for example, the energies of yin and yang are like 2 sides of a coin, always seeking balance. And the same goes for the third eye. If we awaken it without first balancing other parts of our life, we run the risk of getting lost, like someone who can see distant stars with a telescope but cannot see what is right in front of them. Imagine 2 monks, each with a different path in the search for truth. The first, fascinated by the idea of opening his third eye, devoted all his time to it. He moved away from other practices and focused solely on seeking extraordinary visions and experiences. The second, more patient, opted for a more balanced path, developing not only his spiritual vision, but also his body and mind. What happened? The first monk, despite having incredible visions, moved away from the world and lost connection with reality. The second, although his journey was slower, managed to achieve true wisdom, remaining close to the people and life around him. This story of the 2 monks teaches us something important. Seeking spiritual awakening, like opening the third eye, should not be a race or an obsession. The balanced path allows us to grow in a more harmonious way, without disconnecting from the world we live in. After all, the third eye is just one part of a larger journey, which involves learning about ourselves, people, and the universe. We often become so focused on seeking mystical experiences that we forget that spiritual growth is also about keeping our feet on the ground. When someone tries to open the third eye without preparation, they can end up feeling disconnected, as if they are in a parallel world far from real life. Therefore, it is important to develop both our interior and our relationship with the external world. Spiritual practitioners such as Buddhists and Hindus know that it is necessary to stabilize the mind before trying to open the third eye. Meditation, mindfulness, and even ethical practices are ways to strengthen our emotional and mental foundation. So, when the third eye opens, we are ready to deal with the visions and experiences it brings. And you know what else? Having a guide, someone who has already been through this path, can be essential to avoid getting lost. In many traditions, people look to spiritual teachers for guidance. In Tibetan Buddhism, for example, it is said that without a teacher it is easy to get lost in the labyrinths of the mind. And the same occurs in Christianity, where many look to priests or pastors to guide their journey of faith. These spiritual figures offer advice that helps us maintain balance and not get carried away by illusions. Now, a common mistake that many people make is trying to speed up this process, as if they can force the third eye to open. But this can be dangerous. The third eye, when opened without the necessary preparation, can expose a person to a reality that they are not ready to understand. Therefore, patience is essential. Just like you don't learn to ride a bike all at once, opening your third eye requires practice, balance, and calm. There is a very beautiful philosophy in Zen that teaches us to live in the present and accept things as they are. A Zen saying says, "Before enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood and carry water." This reminds us that even after great spiritual revelations, life goes on, and we must continue living in the present, connected to reality. Finally, the story of Arjuna, a great warrior in the Indian epic Mahabharata, also teaches us a lesson about the impact of spiritual awakening. When Arjuna had a divine vision of Krishna, he saw the universe in all its grandeur. But even though he was a strong warrior, this vision was so powerful that he was completely disturbed. This shows us how important it is to be prepared before opening the third eye, so that we can deal with what it reveals to us. So, throughout this journey to open your third eye, remember to maintain balance between your inner and outer world. Getting too involved in internal experiences without connecting to the practical realities of everyday life can be a challenge for those seeking to open their third eye. The true goal is not just to achieve extraordinary insights, but to integrate these revelations into everyday life. In doing so, we enrich our interactions and understandings of the world around us. Thus, awakening the third eye becomes a valuable part of a greater journey, which requires balance, wisdom, and patience. When we continue on this journey, we realize that the awakening of the third eye, in addition to being challenging, is also transformative. The lessons learned along this journey not only serve as warnings, but as guides on how to walk the spiritual path wisely. The key to successfully unlocking the third eye is integrating these lessons and realizing that a solid foundation is essential. Guidance from masters and patience in the process are crucial to avoid the risks of accelerating this awakening without proper preparation. By treating the third eye with respect and care, it becomes a powerful tool for personal transformation, offering a deeper understanding of yourself and the universe. However, it is important to remember that this transformation is not the end point, but a continuous stage in the journey of self-knowledge and spiritual evolution. Before you go, don't miss these 2 videos that I've selected especially for you. They're packed with deep insights and fascinating discoveries that you'll love. Click on one of them and continue your journey of self-discovery and the search for wisdom with the incredible content that our channel has to offer. See you there.